What's up, guys? This is SubjectIndigo, and I'm here with my Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn character, Ciaran Mosinel. And this is just a little introduction video to get you used to who I'm playing as and what you'll be getting from this series. So, my character here, we are in Limsa Lominsa right now. Currently, as you can see, I'm playing as a warrior, level 60. Let's show you what gear I have going on. So I just recently got my new artifact, the one released with 3.1, 3.15, whatever it was, the newest patch, which took forever farming for all those gems, and then just ran the 10 dungeons needed to get it awoken. So that's what my current weapon is. I actually think all of my gear, except for my chest piece right now, is the prototype Gordian gear, which you can get from farming Alexander Gordius normal for parts that drop randomly from each of the bosses. This took a while, but they are all level 190. And then my chest piece I just got is the Antiquated Ravager's, can never pronounce this, Cuirass, item level 200, which are from handing in tomes of esoteric. And that is item level 200. And then over here I have another esoteric accessory, Ardent Necklace of Slaying, and then a couple of prototype Gordian accessories, the Earrings of Slaying and Wristband of Fending, and then 2 level 185 can be gotten from the Expert Roulette dungeons rings. As you can see, my right-hand side is split between Vitality and Strength, playing as a warrior. I've found that as long as I'm running with a decently competent healer, I can usually get by with that. I know a lot of people prefer to set up tanks with full Vitality on the right side, but I've found that with my warrior I'm able to keep myself up, especially with the level 52 to 60 skills, and dish out some pretty decent DPS if I switch over into Deliverance, which is why I prefer to bump up my strength a bit, and that way I can help out my teammates. What else we got going on? All of my bonuses have gone into strength for this guy, sort of continuing that trend. I haven't tried out Alexander Gordius Savage yet, which I've heard is the hardest currently available. Might have to respec for Vitality if I go in there and just get crazy wiped. But we shall see. I'm playing with the Twin Adders. They were just the ones that I was in closest proximity to, and in all honesty, I chose them because their headquarters was the closest to a main Aetheryte, which made turning in stuff just a little bit faster. Class is going into here. I have my Marauder Warrior at 60. A couple of other classes, you can see that I've just sort of leveled up to either try out or to get cross-class skills. I tried playing as a healer for a while and went with a Scholar, Arcanist into Scholar, and just sort of hated it. I was really bad at it. And now I much more appreciate what my healers are doing for me. My first class was actually a Lancer going into Dragoon, which I played up to level 52. And really enjoyed. It was fun. The thing that made me sort of switch over, though, was the insane duty finder queues. You know, having to wait around 20 to 30 minutes to get put into a random duty finder dungeon was not fun. And, you know, I'd only ever played DPS roles in MMOs before, and even then my MMO background is pretty low. I've played a little bit of Guild Wars 2, played some of the original Guild Wars. I probably didn't go beyond level 10 in World of Warcraft because I just couldn't get into it. And what else have I played? I played, Repels and Fliff, which are G-Potato, I think, G-Pot, G-Potato games from a long time ago. But Final Fantasy XIV, aside from Guild Wars, was my first real foray into MMOs. So I stuck with a Lancer, Dragoon. Again, really enjoyed it, but just hated waiting for the queues. Thought I would try my hand at a tank and really took to it. So my first tanking class, I went with the Gladiator. I actually started leveling up the Marauder at first and sort of hated it below 30, it was just not fun for me. So I went into the Gladiator and then a Paladin and really enjoyed it. Got to 50. And then before I purchased Heavensward, I started leveling up the Marauder again just to see, also to try and get some cross-class skills going, and to see what the hype was about. And once it hit 30 and I transitioned into Warrior, I was actually really enjoying it, much more so than Gladiator. I liked that I could kind of deal out a lot more damage, and it was, at least to me, a more active class than the Paladin, whereas I find Paladin is much more about prevention and mitigating damage. I find that the Warrior is much more reactionary. It's all about popping skills either after the fact or with little heads up, whereas I find that the Paladin is much more about being aware of what's about to happen. The Warrior's responding to what is happening or what has just happened, which is a playstyle I prefer a bit more. But as you can see, I started leveling up my Gladiator again recently, which you will definitely see some of on this series. And I'm also I am definitely leveling up my Dark Knight, which is the last tanking class right now. Again, this is a class I started when I first got Heavensward because it seemed really cool to me. Didn't enjoy it at first. Once I got my Warrior to level 60 though, I started pumping it again, and since I've been gaining more skills, I've been enjoying it a lot more. Don't know how it's going to fare when we get to endgame because I haven't played it myself, but I know that a lot of people in my free company that I've asked have said that it's equally comparable to a Warrior or a Paladin going into those endgame raids, dungeons, etc. What else should we go over? Got a fair number of recommendations. I tend to do pretty well with those as a Warrior, and I've been doing pretty well with those as a Dark Knight, not so much as a Paladin, which probably just says something for my playstyle. What else? Inventory Companion, nope. Duty Finder, I've done everything thus far except for real PvP. I just didn't find the PvP in this game that fun, which, again, I should probably give it more of a chance, but I know that that is something that's sort of maligned about this title in general. Done all my, whatever these are, dungeons. I don't know if the 1 and 2 mean anything, these guys right here, aside from that 1 is all ones that were available in A Realm Reborn, and 2 are ones that are available in Heavensward. I think that's all they represent, but if I'm wrong, someone please let me know. So I've done all of those. Also, someone could point out for me what this symbol here means. The one right... Oh. Never mind. Just found out that if I scroll over it, it will show me that this symbol means that the duty is item level synced. So never mind about that. But I have done all of the Heavensward dungeons quite a few times. Guild Hess I'm behind on, but I didn't find them that fun, and I only really use them for duty roulette to get some extra, gold, or what else does it give me? Yeah, I mean, I'm not in big need of serpent seals, so I just kind of do it whenever I feel like it. Also do it to help level up a bit when I'm leveling secondary classes. As you can see, I haven't really done much in PvP. I haven't unlocked the Wolves Den Light Party or the Wolves Den Light Party level 50. And I've done all of the raids. Just completed my first Void Arc the other day, which was a lot easier than I expected, especially after having run Alexander Gordius quite a few times to get all of my prototype gear pieces. Anything else? I've done all of these guys, all the raids, except for the Savage Second Coil Bahamut, which I should probably get to at some point just for that achievement. I think there might be a title related to it. I have tried the Minstrel's Ballad with a couple people from my free company, and we just couldn't get through it, so I actually haven't completed this one yet. Hopefully that'll be something that you guys will be able to see me get through at some point. Thok As Thok, I finally completed and got my weapon for the other day, which was fucking sweet. It was really difficult, especially doing it with Duty Roulette. I probably should have found enough people from my free company to help me out with that. Yeah, I'll probably run that again sometime, maybe make a guide on it, because I know there are only a few out there, and the ones that I watched before and after failing many times were very complicated. So we have to figure out, I have to figure out if maybe I can make something, maybe that's just class-based, to show a slightly simpler way to get through the painfulness that is Ravana X. And finally, the Limitless Blue, I completed quite a few times, farmed it enough to get my weapon, so I think I ran through it to completion about 12 times, just for some credentials, so you guys know that I'm at least relatively know what I'm talking about. And I think that might be it. I'm currently in the free company Valk D on the server Gilgamesh. In case any of you watching want to friend me, feel free, or join my free company if they, turned you down, or I don't think they do that, but in case that happened, I'd be happy to sponsor any of you, or whatever it is called. And that's about it. I'm going to be posting my first video in the adventures of Ciaran Mosinel right after this. It's going to be a duty finder or duty roulette expert run through Pharaoh Serious Hard, which is one of the level 60 dungeons, and one of the only 2 that are available with expert roulette. And that's about it. So yeah, things to expect from the channel. Going to be playthroughs with this guy, usually farming for esoterics, and hopefully as new stuff opens up, farming for high level gear with that. And then also leveling up the other 2 tank classes. Right now I'm trying to get Dark Knight at least to 50 before going back to Paladin. But once I get Dark Knight to 50, we'll see where I'm at with that, and then I'll kind of go with either one independently, and get that up to 60, and then go back to the other, get up to 60, and then from there, who knows. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep up with Ciaran Mosinel and me, SubjectIndigo, and we will see you in Pharaoh Serious Hard soon.